Hello there. This is the introduction of the evolutionary process of the PupStove. So, just a sneak preview. If you all remember, this was the original PupStove. It was designed for car campers. I really like the stove, but it's a little heavy, and no one would certainly put that in their backpack. But for the people who wanted it, it was great. They'd stick it in the car, they'd keep it there, and when they went car camping, they had a really, really good stove that was bomb-proof. You could drive over this with a tank and nothing would happen. But numbers increase, people put in requests, and people have asked for ways to have these holes not damage their backpack. Some people are crazy enough to carry this beast of a stove up into the mountains. But it's nice because it's big, and it's big enough to cook for 2 people or more, and portable. So we started to evolve the stove. So the next step was to figure out how do we get the weight down. So there was one version. I'll leave that there, okay? So one problem that people had is the inside of this was getting kind of dirty, and it would get gross in your bag. So we put that there. And this is what we came up with. So the first step, basically, it's still a PupStove, but weighs a lot less. And it had this neat little cover that would allow you to protect your gear from anything that would come out of the stove afterwards. I wasn't really jazzed about how this came out. I mean, first off, these little tabs are kind of gross. Let me give you a little close-up there. I mean, not so professional. And while this knob's cute, it's not really good for anything. I mean, you could throw it at people if you want, but it's not really a stovey bit. And this threading part here made it really hard to clean after you used it for a while. So I wasn't jazzed about it. The smooth surface was great, and this is the first time that WorldStove started doing metal stamping as production, which was neat. But the problem is, by having a smooth surface, unlike the machine surface that was inside the original PupStove, you couldn't keep the center tube realigned. So, whereas in the original, it would lock into place. So we had to come up with a way that we could keep the center tube aligned. So that's step 2 in the evolution. So, okay, we got rid of the cutesy little cap and the button here. And we went on to this. And this is great because it got rid of that threading that was hard to clean. It had a wider rib. It got rid of those weird tabs, which made it nice and smooth and nothing to catch in your backpack. And you see this nice, super continuous weld. That was a big step for us moving up to that. And so we were excited. But we kind of missed this. This was a nice feature. But it's hard to have that fit when you have that much sticking out. So we came up with another solution. So there's that. We came up with this. So it's not quite the same as a cap, but what's really cool is you can use it and drink out of it or cook with it. It's a 1-person cup. But if you've got a 1-person cup for a 2-person stove, you either have to share the cup, which is kind of weird for cooties and germs and stuff, or you need another cup. Now, 1 cup fits this way, and the cup was designed, notice there's a little bit of space here that was intentionally designed. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Hey! Just right. So all we needed was a second cup. And dun dun dun! Here's the final product. So it's kind of snappy. We've got the little WorldStove logo. We've got the little indent in the cup, which helps centers the stove. The second cup also has the advantage that it closes up all those holes that you saw in the earlier version. So even those don't dirty up your backpack. So you have a stove, 2 cups, and a carry case, all in one neat little package. So let me get rid of the evolution here and just move on to the current state of the art. So the current state of the art is this. Slick. It's got the WorldStove logo on both cups. You can open it up. Here's the stove. Notice we had to do a little bit different with the combustion to be able to get a nice clean emissions. We've got very nice clean emissions down here too. We've got the 2 cups, so you don't have to worry about cooties or anything. And we've got a nice indent with the WorldStove logo down on this one. which keeps the center shaft, the center tube centered. See? Click. Nice, clicks into place so you know that your combustion's as clean as it can be, and you don't have to share your cup with your camping buddy. And then, this is half a cup of pellets. That's enough to cook one meal. This will hold 4 of those. So you can have 4 meals worth of pellets in your storage, kind of messy, of your camper. So you've got a stove, fuel storage, carry case, all in one neat little package. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the brand new PupStove, or PupStove 2.0. Coming soon to your resellers. Thank you.